Hey y'all, welcome to the Clique podcast.
Welcome back for episode 5.
Yeah! Today we're going to talk about two very interesting topics. Obviously Frank Ocean Coachella, because you guys obviously so badly are dying on your knees begging to know our opinions on it. I know you don't have to tell me, but it's fine.
Tell us.
You don't
we know what you want.
we know what you want, and we're gonna provide it to you. And also we were talking about all the remixes that's coming out recently, including the remix with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice, and with SZA and Doja Cat. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into
All right.
it.
Let's start with Frank, obviously. Initial opinions, thoughts, what you thought to expect before he was even going to perform, what happened. Let's get into it.
Okay. Literally, I was so excited when I found out that Frank was headlining Coachella, because he's been like underground, like, you know, doing his thing for like, you know, a few years now. And also too, I just kind of want to bring up the fact that like his brother did kind of like pass away a couple years ago. He did.
But also, I need to argue with you for a second, because Frank is not underground. Frank is so mainstream now.
No. I'm not saying he's underground, but I'm saying like he himself
he's
he went underground
because
he was going through a lot. Like, you know, he's never really been someone who's like, you know, at the forefront of media, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he doesn't like cameras.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, especially since his brother passed away, he's been like extremely low key. That's what I meant by like underground. No, but yeah, I was extremely excited because I was hearing, you know, a lot of rumors about, you know, the set and stuff, like, you know, all the songs that he'd be performing. So then, like, you know, once I saw Coachella, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the setup was actually kind of cute, even though it was supposed to be like a skating rink. Did you guys hear about that?
I thought it was cute too, even though it was
like the big screen. I felt like honestly it was as Maya likes to say, a vibe.
It was
like,
a vibe.
It was a performance. You know?
But it's just, I don't know, I feel like I was expecting just a little bit more, not like in terms of like, you know, like being
Sorry, y'all. I keep forgetting to put my phone on silent. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
But yeah, just to wrap it up, like I kind of expected more in terms, not in like, you know, like being like more upbeat, because we already know that Frank is more like laid back. But I was expecting like more emotions, like, you know, like when I hear these songs, like I want to like start crying and stuff, like when he perform live. But yeah, that's my take on it.
All right.
Okay, Per.
I just cannot believe how much money Coachella is going to lose just because he dropped out. He got paid $4 million per set. He's only taking the $4 million for his set weekend one set. And now they have to pay, like, obviously the artists that are replacing him for, you know, weekend number 2. But for me, when I learned about this giant ice pad, I was like, is this real? Is this ridiculous? Like, what were they going to do with that? Some figure skating, some of the Olympics, Mario Sonic in the Olympics. What was going to happen with that? But I was going to see him do some figure 8s and whatnot. But,
that would have been a vibe.
You know, honestly.
Backflips
I am
a
really big Frank Ocean fan. So, like, everyone hating on him for, like, either being lazy or whatever, like, not, like, living up to his full potential, whatever. And on top of that, obviously Coachella reminding him of his late brother. Like, I feel like we just need to give him some slack at the end of the day. Obviously he took the role. We've obviously talked about this when it was happening. Like, if you're gonna take a big role like Coachella, you need to be able to come ready to perform and you know, deliver, you know, literally. But things happen. And if you're a real Frank Ocean fan, you'll be even glad that you were there, because Morgan
swear to God.
Cares, whatever the Twitter username was, who recorded that. Y'all was on his live stream, still watching, tuning in. So
period. Yeah.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Quick. Just like speaking of the brother too, I feel like it's really sad too, and we're not like really, or the internet rather, isn't like giving him enough grace, because he was a baby. Well, not a baby when he died, but he was 20. And that's pretty like fucking sad. Yeah. So there's that. That's all I have to say. But
I would say I disagree in a way of, okay, so I don't disagree about the part like when it comes to his brother, because I understand like it's not been that long. It's not like been like 10 years. It's only been like 3 or 4 years since he passed away. So I wasn't even aware of that, honestly, till I found out after his performance, and I was like, oh my God, that's like insane. That's like so traumatic. So I get that. But here's the thing, right? When you agree to something, you're making an obligation basically for yourself. And you have to understand the amount of money that people are shelling out. It's not Coachella losing money. It's your fans losing money. And these aren't wealthy people. Most of the time, they might be saving up for years, months, traveling across the world just to see you. And the thing is that you don't have to perform. If you don't think that you are at the mental space where you're capable of being able to give a performance, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to do it. But I just don't think it's right to make everybody wait for hours, come on late, barely perform, completely go beyond people's expectations. And honestly, not just his fans, but the people that are working there for months preparing. And you understand the amount of like physical labor that it takes to like set up this whole ice rink, to train, to be the people who are performing.
Yeah.
It's like a whole thing. It's not just Frank Ocean showing up on the stage because he came up with this concept, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't, and I feel like this is I don't like, is that there's a double standard in a sense that like because entertainers are famous and wealthy, they get a pass. But like if your sibling, your father, your mother, anyone in your family died 3 years ago and you had a major project that you had to do for your company and you weren't capable of doing it because of that, would you get the same slack? Do everyday people not get that freedom as well because we're not famous or rich? That's another thing. It's like it's a service. You're paying for a service and that person has to fulfill that service, and if you can't fulfill that service, that's 100% okay. But you have to let people know so they can get their money back and not wait for hours or get a disappointing result. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
really,
it does.
Yeah.
Food
I'm
for thought,
happy
for sure.
that you brought that up because I didn't even think about it like that. And also the fact that like I just agree with what you said because I didn't even think about it. But on a lighter note or whatever, did you guys see like how Justin Bieber was like, like praising Frank and everything?
Justin, shut up.
Like, listen, like I get it. Like Justin has always done shit like that. He's always been one to like first come like, oh my god, it's such artistry, da 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 da. Like, and truly it was like he was just being Frank was just being. I guess Frank, not that I know him on a personal level like that,
Right.
And then back to what Martin was saying, like as a Frank fan, like I think I would have cried either way, just like him being there. And like I don't even care if like the set was supposed to be one thing or another. And when I saw the videos where he wasn't even singing, but like Nights was playing, Nights is literally my favorite song ever. So when Nights was playing and he's just like flipping off the camera, I was like vibing with it. I was like, yeah,
It's a voice.
it's a vibe.
Right.
Like I could rewatch that 20 times before I go to sleep and like be happy. But
No. But you know the type of artist Frank Ocean is, he could have just pulled up a chair and a microphone, had some things on the
That's what I
screen,
wanted
maybe
to
just
say.
something cute on the screen and sang, and people would have been beyond satisfied.
No, that's what I wanted to say about your whole like it's a service thing. Like, and now that he's done this and he's already dropped out of next weekend, is this gonna become like his rep for like 5 years from now when he says he's gonna do something, and then all the fans are like, well, we don't know, Frank. Like you kind of dipped on us this last time. Like that could be his reputation now.
Which I think it already was his reputation, but I think it's going to be like, this is worse because I feel like this is just a blatant disregard to people who are spending
and he
so
is so
much
mainstream,
money.
So like
very
this
mainstream.
is even more publicized. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, low key and literally no shade because I love Miss Lauryn Hill. Like literally to Zion.
Say Lauryn Hill. She does that too.
My life.
Yes.
Okay? However,
Speak it.
I'm kind of noticing some parallels like between like her and Frank, because I don't know if like y'all have like kind of like known this, but whenever she said that she's gonna come to a festival, Lauryn Hill don't come.
Yeah,
like,
or she comes hella late, like
literally
2-3
hours
hours
and
late.
performs. It's like a big thing because like, oh my god, like she's coming, like,
right?
You know, what I'm
she
saying?
made it.
And it's just like, you know, we fuck with her. Like we know her legacy, especially, you know, with the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, you know, being what the first Black woman to win album of the year or record of the year, right?
I think it was either album or record of the year, or was it artist of the year? I don't know. Sorry, it's one of those though.
Breaking barriers, okay?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All of
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Look, the point is, I'm just kind of like seeing some parallels. You know what I'm saying? I just really don't want for Frank to get to that level. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna be performing, and he's actually not there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, I really do like get where he's coming from. Like, you know, with the mental health, especially because I don't know if you guys heard his speech during his set.
Yeah.
But he was talking about how. Like, he wasn't upset, but he was just like saying like how he's reminiscing about how the fact, like, oh yeah, I used to come here all the time with my brother. Like, you know, we would always come here. They'd have to force me, you know. I didn't was really fucking with it then, but I appreciate it now because he's not here. You know what I'm saying? So I get where he's coming from with all that, but I also get where you're coming from too with the whole service thing, because it's like, damn, like people are broke these days.
Yeah, they are.
Like the economy, honey.
Yeah. And I just don't like that there's like a different standard. Like we don't get that we as everyday people don't get that. Like, they don't cut us slack like that.
Yeah.
Like, we can't have a death that happened 3 years or 4 years ago in our family and have this same consideration when we can't do the things that we're expected to, you know?
Yeah.
So I understand, because there's a more emotional connection to Frank Ocean and his music. You're like more willing to give him a pass. Like, I totally get that. But at the same time, I don't feel like it's wrong to be angry at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, honestly,
it's not.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, it's something that he promised that he wasn't able to fulfill, and that's it. And I feel like if in the future, I mean, I feel like he already has the reputation, because people are already surprised he was even going to do Coachella, but I don't know if he should perform live until he feels like he has the mental capacity, or like the, what do you call it, to do it. And if not, just do like something simple like he used to do, sit on a chair
and just think about
sing
it
on
now,
a small audience. Whoever
I
gets
would
the
say,
tickets
just
gets the
a tiny
tickets.
venue, like,
Yeah,
you know,
tiny
or something,
venue.
make it intimate.
He's
you
probably
know?
so, like,
You know,
considering the fact that it was his mental state or his emotional stability that like caused him to, or foot, I guess. Broke
yeah, he
his
said his
foot.
ankle or
Like,
something.
broke his
I don't
foot.
know.
Yeah, that's why, I don't know. But
Yeah.
considering all that, I think he needs to, I don't know, like, we are obviously talking about how awful like it is that things were canceled, but just imagine how guilty he might be feeling right now. So
Yeah, even
Yes.
worse than he
Yeah.
felt before.
Okay, y'all. I'm making some more parallels right now. Okay. I was actually watching The Menu on HBO Max.
I love that.
Bro,
I love The Menu.
Bro,
That was such a good
that
movie.
shit was
That was such a
wait,
good movie.
crazy.
Okay, yeah,
With
I saw
Anya
snippets.
Taylor-Joy.
I saw snippets, yeah.
It was so confusing. I was like, what the hell? But it's so good.
but honestly, like, I'm starting to kind of like you know, put like these two together, because obviously we don't know Frank Ocean. We don't know
No.
what's going on with him. Here's what I think may be going on. Like, you guys noticed in The Menu with the chef, he was mad as fuck, killing people. Spoiler, sorry. You know, because he felt like he wasn't being appreciated for his art. He didn't feel happy doing it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe he's getting to a point where it's like, I love music, but maybe he doesn't love like making it, like, you know, releasing it, like, you know, being a public figure.
It's a
You know what I'm
lot.
saying?
It's
It is.
different.
Because it's just like, you know, I only signed up just to express myself,
Yeah.
you know, make these cool 808s, you know what I'm saying? Not to be your role model,
Yeah.
not be this person who you look up to. You know what I'm
Right.
That's
saying?
a lot of pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that also may have a part to play.
Yeah, I don't think he knew he was going to blow up like this, being real.
There's no way.
He probably thought he was going to be like a mid
like
tier
indie
artist.
type
Yeah,
thing,
indie type
yeah.
artist where like people in a community or people a fan of his genre will know him, but like he won't be known on like a mass mainstream scale. But now that he's there, he can just like, I don't know. I wouldn't say retire, because I feel like people would be so depressed if he retires, but I would
So
say
depressed.
like just
Get the
release
vibe.
music and stay on the down low and just chill and vibe, I guess.
That's probably what he wants.
And just tell people that I don't want to perform for y'all. I'm sorry, bro. That was too much for me.
Martin.
But yeah, go ahead, Martin.
Okay, I have a couple thoughts. So like my first thought, okay, I'm gonna start on the positive because
As
there's been
you
a lot of
should.
negative. So like me and Maya, we were literally watching like the Twitter videos of him singing like Pink White and like Godspeed, and like he sounded really good.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
sounded
he's good
beautiful.
live.
Beautiful.
No,
Like,
he's a beautiful
His voice
artist.
sounds the same
Like,
live.
we're not knocking that.
Yeah,
period.
no.
He's
Yeah.
literally never been a flashy type of artist. Like he doesn't need all the huge production, you know, like Coachella, all these like big festival organizations and whatnot. They obviously do provide funds to set up the staging, the lighting, and you know, all the production. So obviously with him having this ankle injury and whatnot, which a lot of people were saying was a PR, you know, stunt and whatnot, but I genuinely think he got injured, because why would they put all this money in? They're losing millions of dollars making this giant ice pad, to lose the millions of dollars just for him to just say that he broke his ankle. No, he actually injured himself. But obviously when people are upset, people are, you know, emotional, they'll obviously be like, okay, this is fake, he's just trying to cover up, yada yada yada. And like, I don't know. I feel like it's a combination of his like tardiness and his unprofessionalism. On his
Yeah,
part,
basically.
and a series of unfortunate events. But I don't know. At the end of the day, if he didn't want like all this like limelight and whatnot, he didn't have to take the
job.
the gig.
Absolutely. And you know,
He could've
Coachella's
been-
not like,
Yeah.
Coachella's very well known. Like, you know
Very
what
much so.
you're getting
Yeah.
yourself into.
No,
It's
you're
kind of
right.
situation like.
And as a headliner, the closing headliner.
And you know
Yes,
they're the biggest name
which is
that
the biggest
weekend.
name. Yeah, let's
So
be
everybody's
real.
looking
because who
forward
else
to.
was headlining?
Let's be real.
Like, I can't
Who was
even.
it? It was Bad
Blackpink.
Bunny's huge.
Bad Bunny and The
Blackpink.
Weeknd,
well, that
right?
was-
Was The
The
Weeknd
Weeknd
not?
was a guest.
Oh,
He
he
was
was
a
a
guest,
guest.
yeah.
Okay,
He was
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He
with
performed
Metro
his new
Boomin,
song,
right?
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch. I was kidding.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
It was
Anyways,
a wave.
wrapping
Yeah, yeah.
up thoughts, you guys.
We still love you, Frank.
Oh, I will love you forever.
Forever and
I
ever.
will always love you.
Blonde changed my fucking life.
I listen to that album every fucking day.
Like,
I like you, Frank Ocean. I'm not as much of a stan as them, but I do think you have good music.
Bye.
And to be real, just live your life, because at the end of the day, you have one life. You're going to die at, I don't know, 80, 90, 100, something. Who knows? But until then, until then, do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, like, if you don't want to perform, don't perform. Nobody's going to make you do that. Nobody. And if you want to perform, just vibe with the mic. People just want to hear your voice anyways. I don't think anybody wants you to like pop your pussy on stage, if we're being real. Nobody wants all that. So just do what you want and just be honest with people, and just don't make people invest a lot of time and money just for a letdown. Thank you.
All right.
yes. Still sending love.
Still sending love, yeah.
With that, love the Clique. We're gonna get into the remixes that have come out over the last week, 2 weeks. Let's start. Which one do you guys want to do? You want to start with Kill Bill or
Let's
Princess
save the
Diana?
best for last.
Princess Diana.
Okay, we're gonna say Princess Diana.
No
for last.
shade.
No shade.
No shade.
But
No
it's
shade.
better
Okay,
than
so
the-
Kill Bill.
Okay, Kill Bill. Go ahead.
And then
Y'all
Princess
can
Diana.
go
okay,
first.
go ahead. Y'all go.
Honey. I might be, the unpopular opinion here.
Mm-hmm.
Doja ate. Before she went to the studio, she was starving. She had nothing in her account. She had to make some shit shake. And that's what she did. That's what the fuck she did on this track. Honestly, I really... Because here's the thing. I don't know if you guys, follow Doja on Twitter, but she's really trying to, change her sound, and innovate, especially when it comes down to rap. Because she wants to be taken seriously as a rapper. So I really do feel like she innovated herself. She practiced. She really dug deep. And she really gave us something good with this verse. She rode the beat. I fuck with it. Hella tough.
She wants to be a rapper?
I didn't know that.
I did not know that. No, I mean, she wants to be taken seriously as a rapper. I didn't know that.
No, yeah, because
That's
I
news to
guess
me.
people were attacking her, and she was speaking on it, just saying she's not a legit rapper, and her verses are weak. I never thought that. I honestly enjoy her as a rapper. I like the fact that she can do both, but I appreciate the fact that she wants to kind of hone in on rap only, because her next album, I don't know if y'all heard, is going to be
Pure rap?
I did not know that.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
called Hellmouth.
I don't know.
Stream
When
now.
is it? Wait, do we have a release date?
I
I don't think so.
We don't even have a
But
single.
she's had a lot of promo for it already,
okay.
photo shoots.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Christian
So soon.
Catholic community got mad at her for all her
When do
satanic
they not
photo
get mad?
shoots.
They get mad at everything.
That's just the brand for the
Ugh.
era.
Yeah,
so.
It's called Hellmouth, y'all.
It's called
Oh, that's the
promotion.
point. I don't
she
know.
raising hell.
What do you think?
Doja Cat gives me suburban rap vibes.
I'm not
Suburban rap. It's given Urban Outfitter rap.
Urban
Outfitter rap.
That's literally
Y'all
it.
are going to piss
That is
me
something
off.
about it that just does give me those vibes. I don't know if it is the verses. I don't know if she writes them. I don't really care. For me, it's just when I listen to it, it just give me very much retail store rap music. I don't. No. And the reason why, I just can't. I don't know. I don't know if it is the songs or if it's just the. I don't know. I listen. I can't be the best judge of this because I'm not a super huge rap music fan. So I can't be here oh, listen to me. I'm right. I don't know if I'm right, but it's just a personal for me internally, mentally, when it absorbs to my brain. That's what that goes in my. But here's the thing, right? I didn't like the remix only because. Okay. Let me explain. It's Kaylee. The reason why is because I just heard it honestly right before this podcast, and I just threw it off for me, and I was just and I just realized when I was listening, I was waiting. I was like, when is SZA's part gonna start? That's all I was thinking. So it just gave me yeah, I don't know if it added anything. I don't think it took away. I don't think it ruined the song. But I don't think it added anything that was oh my god, this is making this song so much better. Versus Princess Diana, when I heard it, I was oh, this is gonna pop in the club. I'm in the club listening to Princess Diana.
It's two different vibes.
It's two different vibes, but regardless, I just don't. There's something about Doja's verse that is just not hitting for me. But I would say the song itself, Kill Bill, is so amazing. It's a really, really good song. So, I mean, at least the song itself is good and poppin' and slay.
Martin?
So, yeah.
Wait, sorry, just real quick. I want you thrown under the jail.
Okay, I have a couple of things to say. So first and foremost, because I come from a music background, JK.
Okay.
Mm.
The
No,
choir.
but okay, musically, I think Doja has a really amazing voice, whether it's for vocals or rap. She has a very raspy tone, a very distinct tone. I feel like since Nicki Minaj, she's probably the only like female rap artist or R&B rap artist or hip hop artist that I feel like when you listen to her voice, it's like an instrument. And she has her own genre. When every song that she's on, Kiss Me More, her own songs, it's like Streets, whatever, like you know that's Doja Cat. And like it's just musically, it's interesting. For me, I did like how her voice sounded on the track, but I have to agree with the negative opinions on the panel because I feel like it was very long. It just felt very long-winded. I love the tone and like the sound of her voice and whatnot, but I feel like by like second fucking 45, I guess I was like, it was just really drawn out. And I love Kill Bill. I don't think it needed a feature. I think they should have picked a different song. They picked Kill Bill probably because it's her most successful song off the album. And they wanted to, they're actually aiming to shoot for a #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 to try to dethrone Morgan Wallen, please.
Oh, what is Morgan Wallen number?
So
what, bro? What? Who is listening to that?
These beautiful women.
What? Who is listening?
I don't know.
To Morgan Wallen.
The Trumpies. But but anyway,
No shade.
I do want them to break that record, dethrone him, and I honestly thought maybe Low should have gotten a feature or something, or Snooze or something.
With Doja?
With Doja. Instead of
That
Kill
would be a
Bill.
vibe. Low and Doja, that'd
Because
be a vibe.
when you have a
Low,
remix,
actually, it would. Yeah.
you gotta reinvent the song as if it's a new song.
And you
Yeah.
know what? That's why like
Yeah.
remixes these days are missing. Because even
Hit
though
or
I
miss.
was right,
Hit or
because
miss.
even though I
Right.
really did like this remix, I just feel like, you know, if you've like heard like Mariah Carey's remixes, it's a remix. Like this.
Yeah, it's
isn't
a different-
even
it's like
the
a different
same
form of the song. Yeah.
exactly. So I agree with your sentiment with that. one.
Yeah, now this just adding a verse. I don't even know if that's a remix anymore.
not. It's
You're
the
not
same song
remixing
with
it.
a
You're
new
just
verse.
adding a person, to the song.
Yeah.
I
Whatever.
think that's such a good point because when we listen to the song, we hear the immediately Doja. It's not like it was mixed into the song. It's
No.
Doja
It's
and then the
kinda
song, which I wish
lazy.
it wasn't like that. And yeah, that's my only.
It feels like the extended version of the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it
Extended
feels
version
like,
with the
yeah.
feature, but it didn't feel like a different song at all. And I just felt like I was just like, oh god, this is a really long fucking verse. And I was listening to it, I'm like, okay. This is like, SZA came in, I'm like, oh hey.
I like,
you know?
I liked when SZA was like, like it went.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
flowed
That's
nicely,
the
though.
only overlap, though. When you have a remix, at times you have all the backtrack, the vocals, the little sound bites in the back. You're fusing
Right.
it together, or you sing together, or
Right.
something. They literally just had Doja. Honestly, my favorite remixes are the ones where they save the rap feature at the end, not like further
or
down
like
at the
midway
beginning,
to
or
the end. Yeah,
through.
I know exactly what
They
you're
kind of
talking
just
about.
plopped it out for us, and then it's
I
kind of
didn't-
like
get
yeah,
that.
you don't hear
it was
from
like,
her.
okay, we've had a successful hit before. Let's just do this again. Like
Yes.
that's the vibes that I was getting.
it
and I
just
didn't
keeps like
it.
cash grab. Like
Yeah.
let's throw another
Yeah.
famous
Yeah.
celebrity that way. Because I
And-
think they saw you guys. You know the funny
Yeah.
thing you say Doja Cat. This happened ever since Say So went
Yeah.
#1 after Nicki Minaj joined. I feel like they saw that like having another like famous celebrity on a song shoots it to #1.
Oh, yeah,
So ever since then they've been adding these famous people to already like well established famous songs, and it's been pushing it higher because like the fans of that artist are also pushing the numbers up. But at the end of the day, then it's like, is the song good or is it just
Yeah.
because this person's on
Yeah.
it?
'Cause
You
we just
know,
love these people.
that's the
Yeah.
question.
That's good.
You know,
That's
because
good.
I was listening to the Weeknd's remixes, and I understand they sound good. Ariana Grande's in it,
yeah.
whatever. But it's the same song. It's just
I
Ariana
agree.
Grande's in it.
That's what we
Nothing's
talked about.
different.
That's what me and Martin we ranked all their remixes, and I feel like we're doing that again almost because
Right.
like
Yeah.
they're just doing it because they know they can, and they had that one
cash
spark.
grab.
Spark,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
It doesn't sound like a
That's my
different song.
It doesn't.
Like, it's so
Honestly,
boring
like,
now.
Right. Because
You know?
I know that Doja wants to be taken seriously as a rapper, which I respect.
Right.
But like, I want to hear her sing.
Yeah,
I
that's
actually
what
like
I
her
was
singing
for.
more than her
I'd love to
rapping
hear her sing.
personally.
I thought
but
that
yeah.
they're gonna do a little like harmony or whatever. Like I don't do drugs.
bye.
But I like the Y2K remix. Ding, ding, ding.
She despises that.
Wait,
I
Davey,
like it.
You don't?
What?
I was kidding.
No, I like the remix.
No, I loved it. I did.
That's why actually my favorite. I think "You Right" was my favorite song from her other album. "You Right," with The Weeknd.
With Doja.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
okay,
that
yeah,
song.
Yeah, I like it too.
That's nice. "You
Okay.
Right," but I.
Speaking of You Right, Nicki Minaj is on
You Right.
Can I
fucking
just
remix.
start with the fact that we're all Ice Spice stans, right?
I love Ice
All
Spice.
in the
I don't know
spice
Martin's-
cabinet.
I don't know.
I'm a
Martin's-
Spice cabinet.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
what is
I'm a
Martin's
Spice
opinion?
cabinet.
'Cause I will
Yeah.
ride for Ice.
I love Ice Spice.
Fuck, she got to
Okay.
probably
Okay,
write
Martin,
at
let's hear
dawn.
Martin.
No,
He
literally.
has
Let's
a
go.
controversial
I
opinion.
Not a
love
controversial
her.
Okay, when I found out who Ice Spice was, all I could think about was that damn Ronald McDonald wig. I just could not. But then as
I love
got
it
to
though.
know
I love it's her
her-
identity.
Afros are cute though. I like
It's
the
so
fact that she
unique.
has an
Girl.
afro
She's so
as a
unique.
black woman,
Yeah.
and she can actually wear that freely. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and it's her tied to her identity. Everyone loves it,
You know
exactly.
what?
I love it.
I love it.
and it's
because
orange. I like it.
I know.
At first, it was given female carrot top, but now I see that it's her signature look, and I love her for it. I actually think she has an amazing flow. There's a lot of people on social media that are trying to copy her flow that I've seen a lot on TikTok and Instagram and whatnot, and it's very obvious. And honestly, I just want us to get into this remix because I have so many wonderful
Okay, let's
thoughts
get into
about
it, Martin. Let's go. Let's
Go,
hear
go,
it.
go ahead.
So first and foremost, okay, before I even listened, my bad, to the actual remix, I watched the music video like first and whatnot and saw like the clips. First of all,
Yeah.
I saw the first GIF that I saw on Twitter. It was so clear of just Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. They were literally just like posing, like giving face to the camera and
The
whatnot.
barb's gonna get it done.
Literally, whoever
good.
did their
Every
makeup,
time.
their styling,
Yes, always.
like did all of the all the production for the music video, they ate because it took everything from Ice Spice's like aesthetic and Nicki Minaj's aesthetic and blended it perfectly together, and they obviously complemented each other very well, the queen and the princess of rap.
Her.
Okay,
I have so
because
much to
I know
say.
you have like heavier opinions, so I'm just gonna go next.
No,
but
heavy on it.
I really like it. Like this is one where
Yeah.
it's like, okay, the original is good and the remix is just as good. Like
Yes.
because
Yes.
see that's what
I
we're
like
talking
it.
about with the last one was like that wasn't the case, but with this one
It
is
elevated
the
it.
verse comes later in the song, it hits like a little bit harder, so I like it. 10 out of 10. Kaylee,
Okay, honestly, I low-key want to get into the video.
I didn't watch the video,
You didn't watch
It's
the video?
so pink, guys. I
listened to
love
the
pink.
song.
So pink.
but
I
I'll
love
trust
the
your guys'
color
opinion.
pink.
Okay.
No, honestly, like it was good. I actually wanted someone pull up the footage. No, but literally, there's this one moment where I saw the parallel between Beyonce and Nicki in the "Feeling Myself" video, and then the Ice Spice and Nicki. I was
yeah.
like, she's here to stay.
Yeah.
She's here to stay.
Literally.
However, actually, I do have a question.
Yes.
Little
Yeah.
food for thought.
Yeah.
So while we're
Munch.
all in, right, then they get munch. No, but while we all are in the Spice cabinet, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree with Nicki as Ice Spice being dubbed the princess of rap over Doja, Megan? Who else is there? Who else is like super big right now?
Yeah.
Lotto.
Lotto.
yeah, over
Yeah.
Lotto,
Oh,
yeah.
girl, over
Over
Lotto
Lotto,
for
yeah.
sure. You know what?
What the fuck
But
did you
over
just say?
Megan, I don't know.
And Doja too. 'Cause
Okay, yeah, Doja. 'cause
Unpopular.
Doja's not a rapper.
Oh,
But that's
I'm
you
just
though.
kidding.
That's
but
you
like
though.
she's not. But like she is.
But she's not. She's like a hybrid.
She's
honestly,
She
not.
does
I feel
both, I
like Doja
guess.
is like a pop star.
More like I think she doesn't want to be, and I really
R&B
hate.
pop.
I hate when people are so against being a pop star. It gives for me misogyny because I feel like since pop is so closely related to women's interests, people always want to not identify. No, I'm not a pop star. I'm a
Maybe she doesn't like
hyperfusion
labels.
R&B blah blah. Who cares? What's wrong with pop? Pop slays. Pop is
does slay.
cunt.
Pop does slay.
What's wrong with
And
pop?
baby, all your songs are pop.
And it's
so-
pop, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with
Pop
pop.
tops the
It just
charts.
makes me annoyed when people just want to distance themselves so much from it, as if it's not a genre that is like super influential. Most of the most incredibly famous, influential, like changed the entire landscape of music were pop stars. Beatles, Michael Jackson, all those people.
Yeah.
Are fucking pop stars. So I just hate when people try to distance themselves from it like it's like doing something. Like honestly, if you don't want to make that music anymore, fine. Like if you want to be a different artist, fine. But like why denounce something you're already doing? Anyways, who cares? I have to say I agree that she's a princess of rap only because not because of necessarily her accolades, just because I like her more.
Bro, exactly.
I love her nonchalant.
Yeah.
I'm here and I'm
just-
just here to
she's one of
slay.
the bad
She's one of us.
bitches.
She's a baddie. She's
Yeah.
just here to slay. She's not
She a
doing too
baddie,
much.
she knows she's
She a
a
10.
10.
She a baddie with her baddie friends. And the thing is, like, she's so quotable. I feel like people walk around
my
just saying
God.
her
You see her
song.
old tweets.
Bro, I love
Right,
her.
I
She's
love
so
it.
fucking funny, and she's a Capricorn, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cute.
That's my sister.
Okay, slay.
Like that's my sister.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can quote her all the time. She has like a effect on people. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like, when there's an artist that's actually like very influential, you're not just listening to me. So Doja Cat, yeah, you'll be like, put on some Doja Cat. But Ice Spice, you're going around quoting her. If you dressed up like Ice Spice for Halloween,
You know
everybody knows who
knows.
you are.
Okay.
You know? There's gonna be a
that's
bunch of
fine.
High Spice people this
Yeah.
October. There's gonna be a bunch of people
Probably,
dressing
yeah.
like Ice Spice. She has
Like
an
last
identity.
Halloween,
Yeah.
Lil Nas
That's
X.
what makes her
Like,
unique from everyone.
to
And you know what? I
compare.
love
You know?
her look too, because literally I love seeing a mainstream artist rocking their natural
Hair.
And
I
it's
never
not
see
even
that.
like,
That's
you know,
her
like
natural
it's
fro?
like right here. It is. That's her natural.
That's
hair.
her natural
It's
hair.
Not, you know, her
Mhm.
hair is like, you know, like 3A or 3B, which is beautiful as well. But to see again, like her wearing that fro and the music
It's
video,
so
too, I was like,
nice.
honestly, like I'm not a ginger right now, but
But makes me want to be a ginger.
Exactly.
I
But
wanna
like,
have my
honestly,
hair.
like I feel seen. Like she really put on for like, you know, the natural girls too.
Yeah.
Like, I really fuck with the fact that that's her natural look. The afro. You
I
know what
love
I'm saying? So
that.
I'm like, okay, per.
And I've
Like,
always said I've always wanted to
love
see
her.
artists with their natural hair just because like it's nice to see
Yes.
what kind of people natural hair people have. Like we think we forget.
No, yeah.
Like all kinds of hair textures, hairstyles, and how cool shit you can do with it.
Exactly.
You
It's
know?
like, don't get it fucked up. Like I love seeing that nasty ass 40-inch bust down.
Down.
Every day. I do.
Nasty.
Her.
Nasty.
Right.
But you know, it's nice to see the natural shit too. It's like, okay.
I love it. I love the change, and I genuinely think she's solidified an identity now, a sound,
Yes.
and a flow, everything that's very unique. And I think she can pop onto a pop song, just a rap track. She can go onto an R&B song, and I feel like you just know it's Ice Spice. And
Yeah.
just like how she was on Boys a Liar, which
Bro,
is
the beat-
definitely
bro.
like a more hyper
Dare I
pop
say the remix is
bedroom pop sound. I love
It
the
is
remix.
better.
It's better.
I'm sorry. I
And
love
look,
Pink Ticket,
everybody
I'm
walks
saying.
around
I love
going
Pink
like
Ticket.
thinking about shit that I shouldn't
No.
have. Like everybody walks around saying
Don't
that
even start rapping in
stuff.
here right now.
You know what I'm saying? She's definitely like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Where she's like a chameleon and she can like blend into different
Yes,
genres.
yes.
It's
I like
good. I
that.
love it.
Because
I love
like
it.
at this point in her career, she can really ride like any beat. Because like, look, we have like the crazy bass, like you know Princess Diana, but like you know you have like
And then
that
we have
kind of,
Bikini
like,
Bottom.
smoother beat. Exactly, like that too.
I love
and
it.
also too like acting the smoochie, one off the liquor. Like,
It's too good. Like
It is.
she is like it's great because like she's gonna be like able to like I think join all kinds of different music and artists and just be Ice Spice still. And Nicki Minaj was really successful because she did that. And I think
made
that's
her
what
own
Nicki
lane,
Minaj is
yeah.
seeing. She's seeing like you're doing what I'm doing. Like I could hop onto a pop song, make my own pop song, and it's like the #1 track in the world. I can make a rap track. Everybody wants to listen to my like rap song. So I like it. I agree.
yo, I got something to say or ask rather. So between these two remixes, you know, all personal feelings aside, if we can, who's going #1?
Oh, Princess
Oh,
Diana.
Princess Diana for
You guys,
sure.
you guys legitimately think it's gonna go
Absolutely,
#1?
yeah. I don't. I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think so either, just because Doja carries so much more weight. But I would wish for it to go. But also Nicki Minaj. Like,
but it's
what the
Nicki
fuck?
Minaj.
Like,
I know.
No, it
if
has
she
to
can
go
make
number
6ix9ine go #1,
Come on.
come on.
But
You know what it is? Because children listen to Doja Cat.
Yeah.
You know, she has like a broader mass appeal
don't
for different
children
age
listen to
groups.
Ice Spice?
They do, but like I feel like
She's
she
more
has
fairly
more.
new.
She
Yeah.
has less like
She's
marketable
She's still
image for
building it
children.
up.
She's
Yeah.
still she's still
Right.
like has this like you know she's a rapper. She has that kind of that image. I think Doja Cat is more like I make mainstream pop music, so everybody like
And
she
like
has a more
we get
broader.
Ice Spice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And the youth likes Ice Spice
gets
more.
us.
Like
Yeah.
the young adults.
yeah, young
are
adults
the
that
ones
could,
that like
be
Ice
her
Spice
friend.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Who you
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
going #1?
No, but like okay, for a kid like appeal or whatever, like Northwest is literally the biggest Ice Spice fan. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have seen.
I
any
saw
of
that.
Oh
it.
wait,
saw
so
that.
then you might be.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
Was
wait,
she
hold
hang- or,
on.
babysitting
Kim Kardashian
her?
literally
Yeah.
had her like come over to their freaking house.
To
Like,
me,
she is the biggest
yes.
fan,
She
whatever.
just rented her for the day.
But okay,
She's
between
got
the
rent
two,
money.
I do think Kill Bill would probably most likely go #1, considering that it's like higher up on the Billboard 100 right now.
Yeah.
But I want to ask this, and I talked about this with Kaylee the other day and whatnot, but do y'all think that because Ice Spice did sign with Nicki Minaj's record label, do you think that this is going to stop her from achieving a Grammy winner nomination?
No.
Actually,
Because Nicki is like obviously notorious for that.
Yeah,
I
for
do have
like
something to say
yeah.
about that because I saw that on Twitter and I was like, "Ain't no way, boy!" So literally, I was looking in the comments and they were actually saying she's not signed to the label yet, but there's like some shit going on. Like basically, her label has part ownership of the song. So like, if you like look on like you know all these streaming services, it doesn't say you know Ice Spice featuring Nicki. It's Ice Spice comma Nicki.
Nicki.
So it's also
Yeah.
her song, so she owns part of it. She's not necessarily on the label yet, but I wouldn't be surprised though. I feel like it might be pending. No shade.
If she personally, it could be that she personally owns half of the song because she wrote a verse. Like songwriting credits take a lot of money
So her label heavy
from
on
the
it.
revenue. Yeah, from the revenue. So
they
yeah.
basically like own like half of the song. At that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wrapping thoughts, anybody? Final words? I love Ice Spice.
I like
Me
Ice
too.
Spice. I'm a munch.
Oh.
No, literally, I'm a spice cabinet.
I feel like you need to be arrested.
Did you guys not see those T-shirts that say like munch number 1, munch number 2, like
that's
thing
cute.
1, thing 2?
That's so cute. I want to wear
I
that.
want that shirt.
Actually, I want like
Halloween
someone to
costume.
wear that for me. But
No,
yeah.
well, yeah, whatever. But I love Ice Spice. Yeah, I like her identity. I always want to like shake my ass when I'm listening to Ice Spice.
Yes.
She's a baddie. She knows
Yeah.
she's a
She's
10.
a
She's a
baddie.
baddie, and
Her
we're her
baddie
baddie friend.
I just feel like
Okay.
that's scripture.
Okay.
No, it is.
With that,
Okay.
we're gonna end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will talk to you guys next time.
Click
Bye.
out.
Click is out. Bow.